All right. Pipe Branch. All right. Hey, I want to first of all thank all of you for a great week last week. It was fantastic. We got a lot accomplished, and I appreciate meeting y'all one-on-one and in a group setting there as well to get to know y'all a little bit better. And hopefully that's the start of great things. Not hopefully, that will be the start of great things that are coming. Anyways, I wanted to I didn't touch on this when I was out there, but we went through the profit pricer, to come up with our selling price. And from that, just to show you the selling prices here, there's our selling prices. So there's a reason why there's 25 and 37 in each one of these, because you have commissions of 12. I'm understanding. So you got 25% nets and then 12% commissions on the installation departments. So we have to build that 12% in there as well. So this is our sold hour rate and our sold day rate. So you'll notice that we do this by the day and by the hour. It's just the way it's commonly done, and it's a best practice from Nexstar, and it's what I did in my business as well. So anyways, it's what I know the best, and I want to pass all that on to make sure that we're in sync with everyone. So anyways, right now, this can change this is a tab that we're going to be looking at on a weekly basis and on a monthly basis. We won't make any changes on a weekly basis or a monthly basis until we see a quarterly turn, because there's some fluctuation in this. Now, what causes the fluctuation in pricing is efficiency generally, or it's manpower generally. So if we lose men right away, we won't wait more than a week. 1 week we'll change the price if we're down a man, because we know that it's going to take probably 3 weeks to get a man up to speed, and that would be best practice, best case scenario. So the minute we lose a man, we need to understand that. And let me just show you what losing a man does to you. So you look at the plumbing service department here at 446, and the department gets set up, and you end up with 12 techs, and you go back to the price, and now you're at $12 more. So I believe it was 460. Just go back to there. Oops, not to there, but to the department, and make that back to 13. And it's 1246. I apologize. So it went up almost $30. So that it does make it makes a change, because we lost that manpower. And because we lost that manpower, we have to either plug one right in away, and that's not practical, or we have to raise our price to all customers until that time, because that's the company we are at that point. We have less techs, and we just can't let that price float out there and keep losing for every hour we sell $30-40. So we have to keep that up to speed. So managers, keep your eye on that, and questions on that at any time, please give me a call. But this is something that should happen day one, and then printing a new. And thank goodness everything is in a Service Titan, so we can just change the number in Service Titan to what the new selling price should be for that department. Okay, and that's true with all the departments. So if you lose a crew, you're down a crew, it's going to affect that crew quite a bit on this pricing piece here. So right now we have this priced on exactly where we're at. Now, with that being said, a lot of companies that I've coached in the past, I tell them to hedge and do it at 95% of staff or 90% of staff. So whatever that means. So what that does mean is, if you were to do 90% of staff, this would look like a 11.7. So 11.7 staff right there. So we've got a 10% coverage in there. That moves that price to 481 from the 440 something. Okay, so I'm going to let leadership decide what they want to do on that. You guys are. I'm here to coach you to see what we should be doing, some best practices that we could be doing, but it's absolutely up in the management hands there at Pipe Branch of what they'd like to do. Okay, I'm not going to micromanage anybody. I'm just going to show you best practices. Okay. All right, very good. And let me go back here to the department and move that back to 13. Okay, and get us back to the selling price, and that brings us back to 446. Okay, so the critical piece here is this right here, tracking the sold hours and the sold days. There's a graph that I'm going to share with you next on how to track sold hours and sold days visibly by department. And it's not a bad idea to show it by technician. And it's a cultural thing. I'll say this: at my company, everybody in the department, we have the department sold hour graph, and then we have every technician below it had their sold hour graph. Okay, so everything is open book, the way I look at things. Now, it's your culture, so please, when I say something that's Jim's culture, when you can determine that and make up your own minds, leadership can, to see how they want to do it. But however we do it, we still have to post the department sold hour graphs, because that gives us a day-to-day process, and it'll show us if we're trending down or if we're trending up or if we're right on target. Okay, and I'll do a tutorial on the sold hour graph so that we can get that posted on there as well. All right, very good. Just want to make sure I had that covered for you guys. If you have any questions at all, please give me a call. Thank you.